when we talk about the Gospels, what are some stories where you see the disciples in Christ having a belly laugh?
Oh, yeah.
What are some?
Isn't that a good question?
Can you think of some that are like, this had to be one they were cracking up
Well, I
about?
think when he pulls the coin out of the mouth of the fish, it's like, hey, how'd you do that, man? That is cool. That's an example. Yeah. Another time, I think, is when they had been rebuked by the Pharisees. It's a different kind of laughter. And Jesus stepped up and defended them and nailed these guys. Mm-hmm. And the disciples are standing in the shadow going, yes! And he knows how to do it. Yeah. But he didn't do it just to slug them. He did it to help them become aware how far off they were.
Right.
Had a fellow tell me, he said, you won't even remember it, but you taught Deuteronomy 6 years ago, where you're to love the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, and you're to love your neighbor as yourself. And then it goes on and says, when you come into the land that you didn't earn, and you live in houses you didn't build, and you drink from cisterns you didn't plant, and eat from vines that you didn't cultivate, be careful. Remember to fear me, because you're in a land that's filled with idolatry. He said, you taught that passage in this way, and he goes right down the line. He gave it right back to me. I didn't remember the event. He said, I put it on a whiteboard in my kitchen, where we usually list things and write notes to each other. And he said, kids, this is the way we're going to lead our lives. Now, the reason I tell you that is it sounds like legalism, but listen carefully. No list God gives us is legalistic. No list God gives us is for the purpose of legalism. It's for the purpose of obedience. Furthermore, it's for our good and his glory. And I think when you embrace grace, you care about that. You want to obey now. I don't stay faithful to Cynthia because she might catch me if I don't. I stay faithful to her because I love her. And I cannot not be faithful to her.